Hi guys, miss you all. I hope you all will stay in a good health. So we're gonna continue our session about the multiplication of matrices. We have some examples, not complex examples, but for more practice. So please pay attention for every word we're gonna say. So as we said, we have only one condition of matrices of multiplication of matrices. Which one? The system, this number, the number in this system, and we have the system here also 2 multiply 2. When this number equals this number, the second number of first matrix equals the first number in the second matrix, they both are equal, so we gonna now can make the multiplication. But if this number, like if we have here 3 and we have 2, okay, this number cannot equal this number, right? So you cannot make this multiplication. So again, if you have to do this multiplication, you have to make this number equals this number. If you haven't this number equals this number, so you cannot make this multiplication. Okay. So please pay attention for every word we're gonna say now. Okay. So let's see. The system here of the first matrix is 2 times 2. And the matrix here also is 2 times 2. So the number here equals the number here. So this product or this multiplication can be done, okay? But the matrices that we have from this product is the number, the first number multiplies the last number. So the multiplication is 2 times 2. So how we gonna make this multiplication? The first row by the first column, and to have this number, okay? So the first row by the first column to get S11. The first row multiplies the second column. So first row, second column. So we have S12, and so on for the rest. So 0 times 6 equals 0, and 2 multiply 3, 6, so 6 here. So to get S12, first row, second column, 0 times 6 equals 0, and 2 times 0 is 0, so 0 plus 0 is 0. Negative 2, to get the second row, so S2, the second row multiply the first column, so S21 or S21, so S21 is here. So negative 2 times 6 is negative 12, and negative 5 times 15 is negative 5 times 3, so negative 15. Negative 12 and negative 15, so negative 27, as we write it here. And the last number, the second row times the second column, negative 2 times negative 6, so equals 12, and the negative 5 times 0 equals 0. So 12 plus 0 is 12. So for the next example. So we have here 2 rows and 2 times how many columns we have, so only 1. 2 times 1. And we have here 1 row times how many columns? 1, 2, so 1 times 2. So the product of this, the equal of this product is the first number that we have here. So the multiplication can be done because this number equals this number, 1 here and 1 here. So the both number are equal. So the multiplication that we're gonna have is 2, the first number multiplies the last number is 2. So 2 times 2. Sorry guys, the writing with mouse so hard, so please get with me anything you write, okay? So 6 times negative 5 is negative 30, so it's 1, 1. And the negative 4, negative 3 times, so the first row is here is 6. 6 times negative 5, negative 30. And 6 times 4 is 24, okay? So we finished the first row. The second row is negative 3. Negative 3 times the first column, so negative 3, negative 5 is 15. And the negative 3 times the second column 4, and so it's gonna be equal negative 12. Okay. So the next example, negative 5 and 6 and 0. So the system here is 3 times 1, and here the system is 1 column times 2. So the equal here gonna be the multiplication first can be done. Yes, because the number here is equal to the number here, and the product gonna be 3 times 2. 3 times 2. Okay. So negative 5 times 3 is the first row times the first row, the first row times the first column. So negative 3 times 5, so it's gonna be negative 15. Negative 5 times 3, so it's gonna be negative 15. 6, the first row times the second column, so negative 5 times negative 1 gonna be 5. So the second row times the first column, 6 times 3, 18. So here is the first row, so is the second row, sorry, so S2, and the first column, so S21, so 18. 6 times negative 1, the second row times the second column, so negative 6. So is here is 2, 2, the second row, second column. So the last row, which is number 3, 0 times 3 equals 0. So S3, 1 is here. And 0 times negative 1 is 0. So S3, 2. Okay. So for next example. So the rows here is 2 times the how many columns we have? 1, 2, 3. So 3. So the system here is 2 times 3. And the system here is 2 times how many columns here? 3. So can we do this multiplication? Of course not, because the number here is 3. The number here is 3. And the number here is 2. Right? So the both number cannot be equal, right? So the multiplication here cannot be done because the second number of the first matrix not equal the first number of the second matrix. So the multiplication here is undefined. Okay. So let's see this one. How many rows here? 1. How many columns here? As we say, 2. How many rows here? 2. How many columns here is 2. So the number here equals the number here. So the multiplication can be done. So the first row times the first column, 2 times negative 5u, so it's gonna be negative 10u. 2 times 0 is 0. So it's only in the first column on the first S11, so negative 10u. And the first number here, so the second number, sorry, the second number, so it's gonna be equal what? Again, in this number, negative 5v times negative, sorry, again. So we're gonna multiply the first row, all the first row times the first column. So 2 times negative 5u, so it's gonna be negative 10u. So again, 2 times the first number here, so it's gonna be negative 10u. And the second number times the second number on the column, so it's gonna be 0. So only gonna be negative 10u. And if we have here a number like the first row times the second column, so 2 times negative v is gonna be equal negative 2v, and the negative 5v times 6, so it's gonna be equal negative 30v. So both number will equal negative 2v and negative 30v, so it's gonna be equal negative 32v. So again, to get the number, the system here of the matrix that we got is 1 times the first number times the last number, so 1 times 2. That means we have 1 row and 2 columns. So again, 2 times negative 5u, so it's gonna be negative 10u. Add the negative 5v times 0, so it's gonna be equal 0. And to get the number, that number, 2 times negative v, so it's gonna be negative 2v as we write it here. And the negative 5v times 6, so it's gonna be negative 30v. So negative 2v and the negative 30v, so it's gonna be equal negative 32v. Okay, so we have here negative 32v. So guys, I hope you understand everything we said, and if you have any answer, if you have any question, please post it in the Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever you have, and I hope you all can go to us. Thank you guys.